Now, before we begin part 2 of this week's episode of Life, say a few two things that are like are very serious right now. First, as we know, this week it's like the anniversary of the earthquake and tsunami that happened in Japan in 2011. I know that when it's still recovering from it, I know it was a very serious time during that time, but I mean, like, but hopefully, like, everyone will involved will still recover, and don't forget like what happened during that time. Like, remember all the people that had to go through like what happened with the quake, but I mean, like, the tsunami, but hopefully they it also impacted there's other members in like there's in the outer world, but I mean, but yeah, hopefully everyone will recover from the get to recovery from the tsunami. Now, there's anything, but also on the thing about with the coronavirus, we know that the coronavirus has affected not only just like everywhere, but also in the outer world as well. I know, like, the coronavirus is now according to the World Health Organization, they now classify it as a pandemic. So I mean, like, just like sure that like everyone is also making sure that everyone is like themselves safe, and also like do all the essential things like actions when you like to sure yourself from not getting it, but also like sure that hopefully that all of the hosts of the outer, sure to talk about the outer world, including like the rest of the gang, including Steve, who is in a goal, though I actually just found out that actually he actually just came back from Japan. Probably maybe happened with the foreign exchange program that he had to go back to his house, and which he's back right now actually in Ohio, and as well as also to like Rook and Michael, who are also doing very well right now. So make sure all of you like stay safe too, and I'm doing very well for now. As well as like 40 talks, there's Moscone, who's there, so stay safe too, and also like the rest of the show, like Robin and Sakamina and Colin. I mean, like, hope all of you also stay safe too, and also like MB40 Tokyo Party, including like Matt and Ryan and Jeff, and also the everyone at the Slow Podcast, including like Boy, Josh, and Jimmy. So though I know like it's also happening in the coronavirus is happening a lot in the where you're in California right now. Hope that, as well as Nick from Nogizaka, which like he's doing right as well this time as well. All of you will stay safe too. And everyone else also just make sure that everyone's safe too, and also to all the members in like all the various other groups, and also like staff and everyone in well, like, just stay safe as well too. I mean, and now part 2 of this week's episode of Not All Life. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Or this, like this, or the legend. It's a legend. Oh, he's going up the stairs now. Yeah. Hey everyone, and welcome to part 2 of this week's episode of No Jerrison. So, for now to kind of like give like more about like the rest of the news in the idol world from like the end of last week. Although so in the previous part that Michael probably talked about a bit of what happened this week, but I mean, let's probably give some like additional like news that happened during last week too, and maybe additional thoughts what they talked about in the previous part, as well as like all of this, but also get a little thoughts on like some of the things that happened in the idol world in like the almost like past month, a few weeks. Also, I'm back in the show, though usually Ruka and Michael are here, but somehow because of here right now because they have scheduling reasons. Although notice in the past few weeks somehow they've been recording the show on Thursday, and we usually record on Sunday. But then all of us will be back to give you all the show. As you probably know, I wasn't in the show in the past few months because somehow like had to like edit a few videos for the channel as well as meant to be things as well. But also, this is when we've been recording the show on like Thursday than the usual, like they would usually record, usually around Sunday. But I mean, maybe because of scheduling reasons, we'll probably have with either like Michael or Ruka. But I mean, like, yeah. So they'll probably in the past I don't know, like we got like various like songs that came in the past were actually all like #1 actually in the past. So I got of AKB48's hit single "You Like It, You Know," which is like version A of the single. Like on we have like Kari and Oka, and now over there on the back you have like Adrena in like the video of the solo track in this version of the single. Who are you? I mean, like, this is what I actually did like really. And then we got like of. No, it's actually STU48's recent single like "A Reckless Dream Never Wakes" have like version C of the single. I mean, I was like, really kind of that this let's kind of look like they're it's like AKB46. This could have been AKB46's 9th single, but then they decided not to do it. And they gave it to STU48 and actually did very well. It's like, as you can see over here in this, we have like, on the cover. I mean, like the only thing with the covers of like the limited version of the single is that somehow that the covers kind of look like we have a AKB46. So like, if you look at like version A, which has Yumiko Takino on the cover, then it's called like the Yumiko Takino version, like the Univerati version of a single, so it's called the Yumiko Takino version of a single. The one version we had Chiho Ashido on for the single, and then we have Hina on the single, on this cover of the single. I mean, the reason why I got this version of the single is that's how it's like the cover's like a person that I talked to a few times on Showroom, but also the additional track on this version has Motion the group Misugi Mamura, which she's in it, but it's like, and then on the back we have the view of the what we saw in the video of the song. Then after that we got Hinatazaka46's recent single Soda Nayo, which version C of the single, which probably could say the Dasada version of the single, because it has like all of the songs and the show that they're currently right now, Dasada, which we know the season finale aired like this week. Though I mean, I only watched which is a 2-part season finale. I watched the first part so far, but I mean, I'll probably watch the second part eventually. Maybe we'll probably talk about the entire season, probably either in the show or probably in a separate video. But I mean, I won't tell you what happens. I won't give it away. Although I might talk about it maybe during a later section of this part of the episode. But see, on this version we have like this is the cover version that has the cover were like a bit unusual. I mean, so that the cover version B was actually great, but it's there. And that's where we have like Karinibu, Sarina, Kwanko, and Miho. So there, and then back we have like them all. It's all good. And then after this, well, they're not related to the. We have Sexy Zones, Poppin' Step. Have like the 11th edition version, which it's all good. Hey, so now let's through like what happened at the end of like last week. I don't know, but just gonna get here and let's see. Okay. So we're gonna go to the multi-group news, and of course the president, which is one actually a big one, which probably was affecting like something related to the coronavirus, or which we know is called COVID-19. So here's a summary of like what happened with the coronavirus. In the world so far. So as we know, the coronavirus or COVID-19 somehow actually starting to get more bigger. There's actually more worse than I thought it was going to be. That I know that after when with the princess, like Princess Diamond, where like the various passengers that were actually inside the cruise ship actually were actually quarantined for a while, actually went out of the. Then somehow it led to an increase of cases. In Japan, but also in various other places in the world too. That this led to the government of Japan a recommendation of suspending music events or anything with arts and culture for like 2 weeks due to it. And of course, like although now with the news that now that the virus is now, the World Health Organization now classified the virus as a pandemic, that now this program is probably going to be extended, which this kind of led to various events in the entertainment industry to be either suspended or cancelled. But I know now EXO had to cancel a few concerts in the Tokyo Dome. Also, Perfume had to cancel some of their concerts in the Tokyo Dome. But in the case of and then this also kind of led to the AKB48 theater and the theaters involving its sister groups to kind of actually suspend performances in their theaters, or actually still do concerts, but actually they have to do it with no audience. Although I mean although just recently, I mean actually what happened in the past, actually, since, like, yesterday and, well, for the next, oh, yeah, actually 2 days ago, and before we get into the next few days, we have, actually, they're doing free concerts that'll be shown on the group's YouTube channel, and we'll probably get to more details about that in the next episode, but, also, this also led to, various, like, events involving the group, various groups to be, canceled or to not happen. Also, they had to, also various handshake events were canceled too, and also the events that either that one member somehow, might involve interactions with the members somehow don't happen, but some things will happen, or is actually still happening. Also, for, like, some major events too, like, either they would still cancel the event or do no audience, and, even on, like, the various, like, TV shows in the country, including, like, somehow they have to do their shows with no audience, like, for example, other various members, various idol groups are in, like, Ragazi, which will air later this month on NHK, actually filmed it with no audience. Also, Music Station will, well, the show actually did the show with no audience. That they didn't do the start of the show where the musicians that are on the episode would go down the steps, the stairs. So, like, they just go immediately to, like, oh, who's on the show, and then also, well, too, that they would either, like, for, like, various way to, also somehow they had to either, like, kind of affects various other things too, with, like, with the members that will be leaving their respective groups, that there's a public, they're probably going to be in the group a bit longer. In the case with, like, Takeyanagi, which her graduation concert has, well, it's actually been delayed now due to the coronavirus, that appears that she'll be in the group a bit longer. Well, at least for Michael, that would be, he could see him for, like, he'll be in the group for a few, maybe at least a few more months. Well, for me, at least, probably that Mao Minagishi is probably, since that there's recent news that there's a public chance that her graduation concert, as well as the Team 8, 6th anniversary concert will happen, will probably be delayed. So, and then, but in the case of also with Mai Shiraishi, so, well, maybe she might leave in the fall, but we'll have to, wait on out. Now, despite all this, I mean, all the, members of, like, various groups are kind of, like, doing counter-programming to kind of, like, since I said that not only they also do concerts, well, but I mean, they also some members that did, like, free concerts on the Showroom. I mean, like, HKT48 did a few concerts, and, some of the members of Showroom, as well as, I think AKB48 they also did a few in Showroom. Also, they had to, as well, also they did some concerts on YouTube too, that even also various musicians actually did their concerts so no audience, but also maybe in a smaller venue, and they actually kind of think of ways to kind of, like, since there's no audience, they kind of think of ways to actually also present the music too, which they'll shoot on YouTube too, futures. And then they kind of, like, they would probably do, like, various things on, like, their showrooms, like, they would, like, either, like, do karaoke, or, work on their homework, and, or maybe, like, do various, like, little, like, so there, well, I mean, during that time, I actually talked to a lot of the members, actually, on, I mean, I talked to a few members. I was, like, talking to members on Showroom, I actually, like, asked them, like, how are you? I also don't mention about the coronavirus and what is, but, like, there's a lot of members, and they're saying they're all doing very well. I talked to Kyoko Toda, like, she's wearing her mask she wears in her Showroom. I also talked to Kurumi Suzuki as well, and then also talked to some of the Team 8 as well, and then also talked to Riku Kubo, which talk a lot on the show, and I remember that Veruca likes, which, and like, in one of her shows she was, like, doing some, the rapping, and then it said in her show, like, great raps, and then she saw the comment, and then, like, and then she sent a thank me after that. So I talked to, Muna Kawaki, so, like, well, then I actually, like, said, like, I'm good, and, like, I feel happy. They said, like, very happy. It's like, yeah. Yama and Nano Okada did showrooms regularly as well. Also talked to like Tomo no Oenor and Mudo, which in the showroom that Tomo did, she was eating a green tea ice cream popsicle, and then also when I was talking to Oren, like when I said like how are you, then she said like how are you? It's like maybe she mentioned she was maybe asking me like how I was, and I said, oh yeah, I'm great. But also talked to and then a few members also in of the new members in STU48 as well, and various other members in groups, and also talked to just with the 46 groups. Talked to actually some of the members in Hinatazaka46, including now Fuji, which is actually one of her showrooms. She actually like invited a person that she knows, and they kind of did like a marathon stream, and then also talked to Takeda Ikeda, who's like one of the members on the group's recent hit single "Can't Be Impossible." And in the showroom, he did like he was like doing Baby Shark, and also reading some of the children's books. They even also talked to the one of the new members in the second gen of the group, the Shinzo Abe person. I was like, and then they like, you know me like, oh, you like Yoshimazaka46? And I told him like, yeah, I like Yoshimazaka46. And then I was like, oh, you're a new member in the group. And then after that I told him like, oh, you look like Shinzo Abe. And then kind of like about that as well. Well, I mean, like, is this again? Well, is it that at least all the members are doing very well right now, and so far no one has the coronavirus. So again to all the to everyone in Japan, also all the members too, and also the like stay safe and make sure you all the essential things to you don't get like it's like wash your hands and maybe so don't touch your face a lot at least. Well, then now to our nicest story now, which this actually was the first summary, the first of many summaries that will probably be ending in this next few minutes. But first off, as we know, a few weeks ago, Tokyo Girls Collection still happened. Although with no audience, they still in the same arena at the Yogiri Gymnasium in Tokyo, but also so they actually showed it on the line live that even during the so it was in between of the fashion show, even the people that they were they had to get hand sanitizer from a hand sanitizer dispenser on this. Well, make sure that now in Girls Collection this year there's a 46. Well, there's a 46. Keiko's a 46. Hinatazaka46 and AKB48 were there, but you probably know already. We know that the members that are AKB48 that are in Tokyo Girls Collection were actually determined by the Showroom competition that they happened a few months ago, and now they get to be on Tokyo Girls Collection, even though despite with the coronavirus. No, I actually watched most of it, and then no, I usually don't watch fashion shows usually a lot, but I mean at least you get to see I'm showing some new clothes for the actually spring summer of this year. And I was watching, but throughout the entire thing, I mean it was kind of there's mainly showing product placement for a lot of things, like, I know, like, there was a section involving where with Dasada, which, we know that, since it involves fashion, they have to do something about that, and then also there was a involving, like, a film that has various members in the groups involve exile, called, and then there's also a section promoting a new, like, volleyball anime, and then there was also a section as well, too, involving Aeon Card, which we know has a few members on AKB48, since they're involved in the, was involving with the Aeon Card, AKB46 card, you know, which has a 20% cash back. And then also the section involving Fujifilm, and also probably a thing that's probably gonna probably gonna see a lot in the next few years. Probably tofu yogurt. This tofu yogurt, which was interesting. Maybe it could like will start to be a thing, and then so I was like, also with the tofu code, but there was also various as well, there was like various like YouTubers that actually like did crossovers with some of them in various on their YouTube channels. Like for instance, I think like like Nicole, which probably did a few for like videos with Akira Yoshida, who was there as well too, and also Exit, who they already did a crossover with Anna Murashige and Miki Nishino's YouTube channel. I mean, they were both in the section where like they involving the Instax camera. So those are all the what happened to the Girls Collection. So I was watching through the entire stuff of it, and like during the entire thing, somehow like Hinatazaka46 was being seen a bit more than Ozaru's, but Hinatazaka, like, like they had the little section where like involving Dasada, where they show a bit of like they show like a bit of some clothes from the clothes made by Dasada in the show, and designed by Sora, which now I know like some puppet to about like what happened a bit in the show recently. So we'll see the spoiler alert graphic on the screen, and when that happens, probably mute the audio for, and then after that, when the graphics turn off, you can turn it on again. So with okay, so in the so pretty much with Dasa right now, but pretty much right now it's actually doing really great right now. I mean, like it's probably something that a lot of everyone in the fashion was talking about. Oh, and by the way, actually, interesting about that is that they are the clothes that were seen on the show, as well as various like things that like the group's doing with the Shibuya 109 called the. It's actually might be still happening right now at Shibuya 109 until March 26th. And there's like we'll get to more of that like later, but so yeah. So after that, then like kind of like so they all like showed the clothes, and yeah, those clothes actually look really good. And then also also show, and then they actually and then there's like or like show more like clothes, like part of the camp, the thing that the group is doing with Shibuya 109, also with the Dasada, where like all the members kind of went there, and like there was like interesting like few like when Mai like was wearing the hat that she was good. Oh, and we were also like throughout the entire thing, like Kumi Suzuki, which we know is my in the group, as actually she was great there. I mean, like the clothes she wore too, and then I know she was in the section involving like Ray, which we know she's a model for them. Also, that is the same magazine that Akira Yoshida is also a model, and in that section, like yeah, the clothes they were wearing, they were all great too. And then yeah, she was all good. Then also throughout the thing, there was members in Nogizaka46 and Hinatazaka46 were seen showing their clothes too, and they all look great too. I mean, and then Mai Shiraishi was good and seen in a few clothes too, which is so good. I mean, there was also they showed H&M. Well, there was something about first clothes with sustainable clothes, and Girls Collection is in collaboration with the United Nations initiative on sustainable goals, which if you could you could probably make clothes that are actually very green and reusable. Now unlike this, where AKB48 was in, but anything with their section of in the fashion show is that it was surprisingly quicker than we thought it was gonna be. But I mean, they were only seen for 10 minutes, and they would just get they would be seen throughout the entire out of but they actually got for 10 minutes, and they all the members that won in the showroom competition, which MB48 swept that showroom competition, and they all went. Then they didn't know what the clothes they wore. So that sure, who made the clothes, but they kind of look a bit big. But even some of the members have to wear very you could say fascinators, and they're also even also they put little sparkles on their eyes too, which even after they couldn't, they still left it on, which we'll probably see in a few minutes. So now let's look at a few pictures from Tokyo Girls collection, as we can here. I'm just gonna get to it quickly. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Get there and okay. So here we have a little tweet from teammates Narumi Kurano. So here's a few pictures from her, and then yeah, so there's a few pictures of there, and I guess we can see who was also there at our Tokyo collection. So there she is, yeah, that's one of the, she had to hold there, that big there, and then yeah, there's the sparkles on her too as well. Yeah, and so here was they were also there, which we know, Coconut Yamai was there, as well as see, as I think Kanahara was there too, and Rika, and also Mama Mori there, and then Miku Tanaka, Miku Momo, and Yumiko, and Nagisa, and oh yeah, Mishitao was there too, and oh yeah, Hina was there too, and yeah, Rina Ono was there from there, and yeah, Yuka Agano from National still there, but probably not involved in the but I wonder what she's been doing the past few months. Yeah, you should kind of notice you saw them wore the little big hats there, and then from the clothes they wear much for there, right? And there's all the teammate members at the let's go to the next one. Let's got oh, just gonna find the thing quickly. It's okay. Here's here's a tweet from Hina. Oh, hold on, I'm just gonna check this. Here's a tweet from. Oh, oops, just gotta check this. Here's the tweet from Hina, which. So there she is, and then. Oh, there, see the little sparkles there on her. Alright, oh. I'm just gonna check. And then. So there's closer to this, the still sparkle on there. Then here's a little tweet from Miku Naka. I'm just gonna that. Yeah, it's a Yeah, Miko Taneko. Loading the. Well, actually, it's a video, so kind of showing the little sparkles. I'm just gonna do that quickly. Oh, here it is. So there, like, she's sparkles, and then like it's still on there even after they did the entire show. And then let's see, there's a thing from oh yeah, I think Yumiko's next. Oh yeah, it's Yumiko is next. Then also her showing the sparkles in her eyes too. And while still wearing a mask, to stay safe from the coronavirus. Those are very big sparkles there on her eyes too. And then let's see, we got two as well. Oh, and from some of the. Oh, that's a later. Oh. And now here's a bit of some from some of the 46 group. I'm just gonna find this. Okay. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Here's photos from Kumi Hasaki. Here's from her blog, which we have over here. This one over here. Oh, that'll be later. So there's like one of the clothes she wore there. It's all good. Yeah. Really good there. Yep, that's. And then here's a bit of proposals from Funko. Just gonna do that quickly. Let's see. Oh, that's yeah, here's a Funko. Her Tokyo Girls collection. See, so I just wanted to closure it. I remember like Marisa Raishi in this picture actually. Fellow eating a sandwich there. And another picture there. She also wore this too. During the Dasada, this is where they did the fashion session involving Dasada, and she looks like well, the person that Mao Gooch actually plays in the show. And then we're watering some from Honey Cinnamon. And there's North in there. Yep, that's all. That's a little bit. But then something also with the AKB46 as well too. But I mean, like, also kind of it's like so they had their section too, and then like yeah, Risa was there. And remember that were also in the oh yeah, and Mizuno Habu was there as well, and we were also in the commercials involving the Kikazaki46, the young card, Kikazaki46 card. That's interesting, but it found out that that card is not the only card that also has 20% cash, but there's also another card involving a young card that also has 20% cash back. The Tokyo Girls Collection card, which has 20% cash back. So it's not the only card that has 20% cash back, but that's a lot of one probably from there. And then near the end of it, actually, Nogizaka46 performed at the end. But then when they performed like Synchronicity, they performed Influencer, and they performed they didn't perform well what would be their next hit single, and we also know this March original hit single, Treasure Color Happiness, which we'll talk later, and but during the entire, it was kind of like kind of like a sneak peek of her graduation concert, but we'll find out when what happens. Oh, originally Blackpink was going to perform in the, but they decided, but it appears that some of them decided not to perform there, because of the coronavirus, as a safety precaution at least. Although I also know that there's also a lot of involving the coronavirus in South Korea, so I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, at least to make sure that no one will get the coronavirus. And with that is the summary of Tokyo Ghost Collection. I mean, it was a very funny. I mean, but usually when you would like watch it, you would hear like all the like the fans like cheering, but at least you get to focus a bit on the clothes too, and it's like all there. So now to the next story right now, but in the past few past few months, but on AKB48 on demand or AKB48 Ezo, they actually released the making of course, AKB48 Request Hour this year, as well as the group concerts and all the solo concerts that happened this year. So, I'm gonna go quickly and go to the website, which go here. I'm just gonna get to that quickly, and so as you can see here, here's the here's what's of AKB48 Ezo, and so you have, and so as you can see here, like right now on AKB48 on demand, you can actually watch. So you know you can watch like the making of various concerts of AKB48 Request Hour, as well as also the making of, well, let's say Sato and Kubo's solo concert Welcome to Mariland, as well as Mr. Yamiuchi's My Revolution, Yui Tokyo, and like the other thing with the making of these concerts, that they also might also include like footage from like that was actually shown in the like the little videos they show throughout the concerts, like in full screen, which but also shows a bit of some making of like of the concert, which some they would probably usually put on like the DVD Blu-rays of the concerts, but there's like a possible hint that they might release the concerts maybe on DVD Blu-ray, or possibly on AKB. This is what they did last year, but those been announced that the AKB48's concert will be available on DVD and Blu-ray, well, this summer. And then you also got, there's the making of AKB's concert from AK48 Fest, Nano Kadanori Mariyama's Irreplaceable Time, and then the full making of the pretty much the making of all the concerts involving AKB, and then the full making of AKB48 Request Hour, which has a full running time of about 27 minutes long, so it's like a half-hour special. Oh, then there's this. Oh, that was not that one. And then for SK, you can also watch the making of, well, their concert, as well as Uka and Suyanaga's solo concert, Cherry Blossom Trees. And then for MMB, you can watch the making of their concert, as well as Kokura Yumi Yama's solo concert, Love is Cake and Takumi Prosperity. Then HKT, for you can watch the making of, well, of Miko Tanaka, of their concert, as well as, which was covering it during our live viewing parties of AKB48 Request for this year and AKB48 Fest, which you can actually still watch on the channel. It's like HKT48 Comedy Hour and a Murashiki Comedy Hour, and Miko Tanaka's solo concert Mika Momo together. Well, for the group that shall not be named, you can watch the making of that concert, as well as in its entirety the documentary they showed during the concert, and Hinatahoma's solo concert, which is, well, that's Steve Osherman in the group. And then for STU48, you can actually watch the making of, well, their concert and Chiho Ishida's solo concert. It's Until I Get Back, which I haven't like watched any of the but I'll probably watch some of them, and then we'll talk about them in a later episode. But well, yeah, let's just see how they're doing in the rankings right now on AKB48. But here's right now the making of it. A lot of people are watching right now is Sato and Kubo's solo concert. Mizuki, she's the solo is second. Yui is in third. The making of overall is in fourth. The Ukas, the making of the second half for Plus Hour, Murase concert. Oh, the most recent election they did in 2018 is also ranked at 8th. Yeah, relive the election that probably might have led to their downfall. Or is it? Then Homeless at number 9 and number 10. Yeah, no, Okada and Yuri Rihanna's solo concert. But in the case of like, they just added on AKB48 but they also just added well, the AKB48 Kahawk from last year, as well as SK48's 10th anniversary concert. I think the retrospective on the group is one thing too, and also the HKD48 7th anniversary concert from the HKD48 Theater. Yeah, I think it was theater too, but yeah, they're now on AKB, so you can now watch it there. Okay, let's just do the next story, which is and more related to AKB48 Request Hour, but it announced that AKB48 Request Hour will be available on this year will be available on DVD and Blu-ray May 13th. They can pre-order it now. Oh, at least you can finally see like the different camera angles compared to when it was shown on Shintai-ken, where somehow they were like either like someone would like block the camera, like when they show like what song got ranked. Well, probably that will be watched on DVD and Blu-ray. And now to actually this is something that some additional news really to multi-group news, but additional thoughts too. But in the case of and this is something that actually Ruka will probably like. But it appears that Jerrison Matsui actually might have won a competition involving the various card games involving AKB48, which one includes the SKA48 card game, the STU48 card game, and the MMB48 Mahjong game. No, I mean like, but actually I know a few of the. So they're talking about we're talking about AKB48 Beat Carnival ending, which I'll get to later, but also that they, I mean, out of all like the games that AKB48 actually played the STU48 card game, which see here's the game, and actually I see like the instead of like the game, you see there's Mizuki. She like actually this is actually very fun. It's actually like kind of like Goldfish, where you have to like try to fill the entire like there, but like make sure it also go. So it's a really fun game actually. It's good actually. But in case of this competition that you probably want, so it involves like the SDG Hawaii competition, where the people that actually get ranked from, well, but actually the member that gets like the most points in the for like all the games will probably be an ambassador for things involving like Hawaii, which they might also either involve like going to Hawaii, or they might go to various conventions in Hawaii, but also the top 3 members that were ranked in, well, each of them. In this case we got SK48, STU48, and MB48 will also be involved in the 2 now. Right now it's see like so it appears that well, since Rita won this, like she's probably gonna do everything with Hawaii, which I mean, they should went there actually just a few months ago. Well, I'm just gonna quickly go through the results of it. I'm gonna get ready up there. So as we know, Jerrison Matsui wins the actually this is from the game 2, and like Jerrison Matsui actually won the competition overall. But like as in for like each group, so for like in the STU48 game, first we got Yumiko Takino. Yeah, I mean, like, there's the Yumiko Takino orders are very powerful. Well, for me, I mean, well, this could have been, right, but I mean, yeah, then second you got Fuya Bashida, and third you got Miura Kanawaki, which, well, that's it. Then for SK48 no Jerrison first, but in like second, the two are right there, and then got in second we got Maya Sugawara, and third Mio Nomura. Well, for MMB48, first we got Ayaka Yamamoto, and then second you got Rei Junichi. Yeah, these are probably like the future of the group. And in third place we got Suzuki Yongo, which yeah, so here's they'll be like gonna do a lot of things over in Hawaii. Right now it's currently unknown if that will happen since, well, you know, the coronavirus happened, and also various conventions might have canceled due to it, but also that, well, getting around, like, well, to travel might be a bit tricky, so I'm sure that will still happen, but, well, hopefully, but at least Jimena won something, at least, well, something while, before she leaves the group, which we're still not sure, well, she'll probably still live around, well, the day after my birthday, but I mean, like, well, she do as she would, so, yeah, and she's my Oshman too, and Ruka's Oshman too, and Steve's Oshman too, so, yeah, great job, Jerry, on that. Now, let's, oh, and now to, sorry, now, but this involves, well, something involving the entertainment industry. But here's that CDTV will now be airing live on Monday, and also live at 10 p.m. as CDTV Live, and it will begin with a 4-hour special on, well, Monday. So around, watch here's that another music show that's probably gonna compete with the music station, which we know just moved to 9 p.m. on the Friday, and I don't know what is like the music show that people watch. Now I don't CDTV is like the music show on TBS. That what the thing about that show is that like the hosts on that are like visual hosts. Now, for this show, I'm not sure if we'll have an actual host. No, but as we know, like, although if it will have, there's a probable chance that the episode will not be shown. Will be shown with no audience, since because of the coronavirus. But we know so far confirmed performing in it. We know that AKB48 will perform their recent their next hit single, Thank You Heartbreak, which we'll get to later, and Nogizaka46 will be on performing their next hit single, Political of Happiness. But I mean, more will probably be announced, and we might find out. I mean, maybe Michael and Rook and Michael might have talked about that in the previous part, but also the yeah. So I mean, like like being on, but also like they also did like musicians that'll be on the first episode will actually did like various like activities. See there. Also, the actual show will still be on its usual time, Saturday at 11:57 on TBS. I mean, yeah, we'll see when we watch this first episode. And finally, for the other group news, we have the concerts, the 46 concerts have now been put in their respective groups, and this was announced. They announced this in a showroom that actually found out about it like when it was about to begin, and actually that me and Michael watched the showroom, and we it was but I was maybe something like the AKB48 draft, where they would, okay, we see the members, and then like the fans would have to just like decide like who to put in each group, and then the captains would probably have to of each group have to decide who would be in it. But instead, they actually were already, and they just the captains of almost all of the 40s were there to kind of which members they to put in their groups. Then we had like Minatsu Akimoto was there, as well as Yuka was there, and Kumi Sasuke was there too. It may have been more like very interesting if like the captain of Hinatazaka46, Jirinchi, was there, and then like if he was there, then Hinatazaka46 was in the 46 group. Rather than probably he would sit between like Minatsu and Kumi. Probably was very interesting. I mean, but as like quickly, let's so this is like some of the members that were put in the but especially many on the new members that were actually put the choosers were put in Nogizaka46. So I'm gonna load the thing very quickly. It's okay. So here we are. So, but I'm able to kind of like point out of the choosers that were put in Nogizaka46, there's all the members. There's all the members. The choosers put in Nogizaka46, then Kazaka46, and Hinatazaka46. Which I know now that Hinatazaka46 got the most members since with the recent news that involve the group. But at least to be fair with all of it, they get more members actually. So like by the time that all the members in their respective groups actually leave the group, they will actually they'll get more members at least. But I mean, if the recent news all kick us off for a season happened, maybe Hinatazaka would have got more members, but yeah. So like a member to kind of point out the Kanshusei's that was put in Nogizaka46 was Haruka Karumi, which the thing about her is that she actually speaks really good English too. Actually, she's one of the members actually too, and she's I mean, like, so it's like there's another member in Nogizaka46 that speaks English too. I mean, you have so probably not with her now. You have like 5 members. You got Murase Sae and Yuri Kitagawa, both from the United States. You also got Erika Ekata as well too, and remember also Jimmy from the Slow Podcast. Yeah, he's 4th Gen 2, and you have Kurumi. Now Haruka Kurumi, who's now there too. So yeah, more who's in Nogizaka46 too, which is great. And then another one to kind of point out of the Kanshusei's that was put in Nogizaka is Rika Sato, because there she kind of like looks a bit like Nara Nagahama in a way. But I mean like well, it's like similar, but I mean like what's these all good? I mean that is the multi-group news, and now we're going to lead to AKB48 news. Beginning now with a summary of the AKB48 unit concerts that have been so far. So as we know, AKB48 is AKB48 a few unit concerts at Shibuya Shuffle, which we know is the mall that's actually in the Shibuya crossing area, which it's actually the mall that was seen in the videos of at least 2 of Kazaka46's hit singles, including their first hit single, Majority and Ambivalent. So a few minutes. But this is kind of part of like the push of like various various units, not just in AKB48, but there was also like units in like there's a unit in Hinatazaka46 with the group in Dasada Factory, and also a unit in like Hinatazaka46 Chow, which we'll talk a little later, and then also even Denpakumi has a unit too, and there's two which, yeah, the unit push is starting to happen, which, yeah. Oh yeah, and also with the AKB48, also all the units of other groups too, which is good. So when they happened, there were apparently 5 concerts happened, so, and there was, but then like the had to be postponed because due to the coronavirus, and they even didn't get to the unit that has well, boy from the Colin from 48 talks as Oshim and Hikari says he is in, and then also the unit that well, boy from the Sloop podcast and Bazin has in it, like Oshim and Rina Kato's unit too. Although for me at least, well, Manami's the only Manami Negishi was in, well, at least formed before the concert was born. So I'm gonna go through all the concert episode 4, and it's probably like the rest of the concert probably once when the coronavirus ends. So the first unit we saw is we're gonna put like we actually saw all these units actually in the AKB4, like in the 14 anniversary count that the group did a few months ago. So like with each concert is like you kind of like see the group, like they perform a few minutes, and then when they perform a few minutes, then they kind of like reveal the name of the unit, and then after that, like actually on the group's like Twitter page, they actually like show like a poster of the unit, like after, and it's like there's a bunch of these posters. It's like they like really cool, but we'll let to those and just after we go through all these concerts. So the first unit we kind of saw was a unit called Are You, though like how it was spelled as kind of like a situation with the thing was with no sleeves, which we thought is pronounced no 3B. Well, in the case of Are You, it's pronounced Ixe. I know this is a unit that probably a lot of or except for this is like that probably has a lot of members in it. In this unit we had like Yuya Guria, Momori, Soton Kubo, Rei Nishikawa, and Mizuki Yamauchi. This concert was actually like there was like a lot of surprising things happening. This kind of also show that some of you are probably not going to think Sato Kubo the same way again. There's like a lot of like surprising performance in this concert. Was actually weird. So in the beginning of the concert, they did Teacher, which and then when they performed, they did the entire song. It's like you get to see the little section in this where it has like the most K-pop section in the where like it's just like and they also wore the clothes from the video too, and then they also did Monica again with Mizuki, the member of the song, and then after that they did the Generation change track on Gerard Days, which had Rei as the lead member. And then there were other interesting sections to that performance. Like when Rei did Blue Rose, and that was a mind-blowing performance. Like, this is good. Then there was like another section where like Mahamori does Heart Electric. There was also another section where somehow I think oh yes, and Sato and Kubo also does Maoki. It's like that was you wouldn't expect to happen in the concert. And then there was like another section where I think like when I know it was Sato and I think it was Ramon were like, and then they said they sound that song like and there was like a section that, well, you're gonna have to see the concert to find about that, but it's like that section was mumbling too. I'll give you a little why that section, the performance was mumbling because it was like it was kind of like something that Akari Suna and Minasaji Hara did. And then also the let's see what happened to in this concert. Just gonna, and then and then they did shout Diamond as well too, which is good. And then after then they in the encore they surprisingly performed the group's second hit single overall, or like their second independent single, Skirt. Here, I'm just gonna do a picture of that quickly. So here's some pictures from that concert. There's there's them wearing the clothes of teacher. And then there's and then Masuko also did that song that Sakamichi did with the it's like and then there's here's the one from Yui. I'm just gonna... So they did the song Skirt Hikari, which is like a bit nostalgia, but let's look at this one at the same picture. You have the same picture. Yeah, and there's them kind of wearing the clothes from that video, which doesn't. Yeah, and there's there she is there actually, there. Yeah, and that's from that concert, which was actually it was a surprising concert. I mean, like, there, and it's all good. And then we let's see. The next unit concert we saw is a concert involving a unit called Hue Tone, which we thought it was pronounced Q-tone, but it's Hue Tone. This unit is like very fun. Like so in this unit we had Mizaki Kawahara, Suzuki, Manakaguchi, Momoka Hasegawa, Yuna Hattori, Rei Fuji, Zono, and Yakameda. So in this concert was actually fun. I mean, like, Hans were like in the beginning of they were like drinking all the bubble tea and the boba, and then like there might have been actual bubble tea in there that they probably might have drank it throughout the concert. I'm just gonna do a picture of a fun one here, and then like and then they performed also a few like singles like so they performed like 17. They did one of like MMB fights. So the song that had the video, or like they like the kind of go into a little little closet, and they go inside like a little to a circus, which there's like Anjo like under 19 that song. Here's a from Kurumi about that, and then there's all there's Misaki and Kyoka and Manaka and Rei and Ayaka and Yuna and Rei over there. Yeah, one of the new team members was in this concert too, actually, and they kind of wear those little heads. That's an interest too as well. They did Junjo under 19. They also did Innocence, and they also did the theme song of the 3rd season of Machigi Gakuen, like Yankee Soul. And then they even dressed as like on that show. And then there's like a little section with they kind of did something with Misaki. When they performed that song was Kurumi and Manaka, and they did something with the Misaki there. And then for like a few minutes, they actually did It's kind of like a section where they kind of did like various activities on the sports day, which is they also sang Melon Juice and Okidoki, Max 315, and that's the song that had the video where like the members were kind of being chased by a very like key refrain, and then and then also did Around the Rainbow, Kampuki Gu no Ichu Susun, and Yumi no. See? Oh, and that's doing called Hutone, which that was a really fun concert too, and like yeah, the concert then the concert after that is probably right now is probably my favorite concert of the Unit Concert for is the concert involving Honey Harmony, which and like the poster for the unit was like, oh, this is like a poster for a comedy. It's like, hey, this could be just like. But when we get to this concert, we'll talk about that. So in this unit has Safi Watate, Kare, Inagaki, Shimazu, Ayomi Nakatomo, and Sinafuka. Well, actually, most of them are cooks, actually. I mean, you know, Sena makes great cookies, and Maria Shimazu also does Shimazu Kitchen, which... Oh yeah, they also did there was a special episode of that, actually, they did in the showroom. They did in, like, the showroom studio. Like, in... Well, another... Instead of they usually do it at the kitchen at Showroom Studios, but they actually did at another kitchen, and, yeah, but it's like... And this one was actually, like... But it's like... It kind of looked like a Team B concert, kind of, in a way, and then, like... There, and then, like... A Team B concert, and it's like... Well, it's a lot of cooking, too, so, as I can see here, we, to a bit of... There's a bit of fun. That unit. So, in the end of the concert, they actually, they began the concert with... Well... Oshida Mami, which is the song that had a lead member that actually won a contest who was a mom. There was no Mayu it wasn't that song. And now she looks like a mom as well. Hey, Mommy! Sorry. And then from the other side, there's Saho, a little close there. There's, I don't know what to say now, which is the little there. So, there's a lot of fun performances in this concert. I'm just gonna quickly. So okay, so they performed. They also performed. But then they from a few hits. They played some few Team B songs, and then. But then, like the first half of the concert, they actually did a little. It kind of like looked like an episode of a. What's the show? Like Honey Harmony. It's like. Where they handle a restaurant, and they also it's like and then also they so like did a section where they kind of like they had to make a parfait, and then they it's very fun segment too, and they even had to like fold clothes too. Well, I mean, they kind of possibly could be moms actually. And then there's also a section also as well where they kind of they have to answer if they do a quiz, and like one of the quizzes they had to spell like Honey Harmony in English. Now, most of them got it right, but how Ayami put like Honey Hami, and then Kaori's answer she put Honey Hermione, as in like Hermione from the Harry Potter film series. Oh, no, but Kaori, English, she's actually as old as you, Yuri Murray. No, I thought she was like more younger than that, but she's actually as old as Yuri Murayama. Yeah, they also did Akara Earl Grey, Sorry Demosuki Dayo. Oh yeah, Sena sang that Heart No Zen. Zubusu Fantasy, Zuto, and then Iritachi, and then oh yeah, in the encore they did What Is Your Melody? Kimi no Melody, and they ended the concert I think a Team A song, like the song that had the video where like the members were kind of like part of a like an ownership like doll collection, and yeah, that's the concert. I mean, it's really fun concert, even though well. Well, if it was merely a segment, then like an episode of a comedy, and then also the so it kind of like looks there's like what fun performance there too. Now, on the day that the concert was they actually did 2 concerts. So after that concert, we had, well, a concert with another unit. A lot of people were excited. Thin Slip, which is the unit that has like, looks like a K-pop group that and even their poster kind of looks like, oh, this is like something that IS-1 would probably do. And this year we had Erichiba, Nani Asai, Manami Saito, Miyu Shitao, Yuka Suzuki, Rika Nagano, and Ruka Yamamoto. And, well, in the beginning of this concert is probably as just exciting as, like, yeah, K-pop concert. There's also a lot of legs in this concert, too. And that's what they performed, like, they did like the Produce 48 track on the group's on No Way Man. Then they also did and they also did like they also did High Tension, which with Airi being the lead member, it's like in the later we have a lot of versions of High Tension, which we'll talk about later. But they also did the is 48 sonnets in Girardi's, well, yeah. But also, like, throughout the concert too, they they performed like songs too, which are apparently throughout this concert as well. Yusha Towers in this concert kind of looked like the Yujin from IS-1. It was like my favorite member in the group. It's like, and like she so they all did it too, and like well, here's some photos from her action. So there's a picture from that concert. There's it's like the legs, and then there's where she does a solo turn, which like, yeah, looking like legit in this picture, and this picture as well too. So and then there was like let me just quickly what also they performed too, which quickly, but and then pretty sure I did that. So and then yeah, they also did Quintets which one? One is like, yeah, I mean that's what. And then they also did. Oh, they also like Mew, Circa, and now we did Dear J, or probably he would probably call it Dear Shige. And I think like one says like Dear J. And then when they get after they did Psycho with Twin Tail, there's a section where they kind of like where they did this the bit of the choreography of the song, but then because actually they actually know the choreography, but then they kind of like increased the speed of the song, and they like even though they still did the choreography very well. It's actually good. And then after that they also did the teammate track on soon their previous hit single, Sustainable. Sukire. Skip. Or, and then like before they got to the encore, they did the AKB48 and Nogizaka46 collaboration, which you know that in that video they had like Runa Kojima and Maishiraishi and Nanase Nishino there. I don't know why did that feels like a lot of nostalgia there, but at the time like Maishiraishi leaves the group. Yeah, like now like we're in the group back. Well, if their respective groups back then. I mean, I also like a few. So when like IS-1 performed at like KCON like New York, like NY, like she actually made a little mashup or kind of like the video of the song with IS-1's highlight, because like the choreography kind of fits with like the beats of the song that it kind of like it was more better than the choreography of highlight. And then in the encore they did Haru no Hikari Shirazen Natsu, Wachi no Reason, and Hachikador. And yeah, it's like, that's the concert, yeah, so it's like, mind-blowing too, and like, fun too as well. And then we have to the last concerts, which probably like, until like somehow they had to delay till the concert, the AKB48 concert was postponed due to coronavirus. Is the Unit Concerts involves Murase Sae, and how they pronounce it was kind of like, this is like a very smart. I thought the group was called Very Smart. But it's kind of like something involving music, and this unit, this has like pretty much all the very like vocals in there, and it's like, as you can see, like, I mean, like, at least that some know that the time, like, some will in that will leave the group, since that Negishi will leave the group, but I mean, like, yeah, it's a really so in like in this unit we got Melisma is the group. So in this unit we had like Madame Negishi, as well as Itami Otake, Hatsuki Yutada, Reno Oda, which is Boma's an ecchi, but this concert is actually Boma, which was a regular in the channel Discord, actually went to that concert at the last minute, and he really went about it. He told me he said he had a great time at the concert, and like he like in the concert he was actually sat at the very back of the theater, and then like also like he also kind of noted that when getting to the theater in Shibuya Shovel, this may not be accessible a lot, but I mean, well, they'll probably get more accessibilities for the Summer Olympic Games, unless if it will not happen because of the coronavirus. And he said that also the vocal performances in this concert were actually great too, as you can probably see in this concert. It was Saki Kitazawa, Saka Takahashi, Yui Han, and Ari Reason. So there were a lot of like performances in this concert. I mean, there was like they all sang, but I mean there were times where like somehow like that's, I don't know, I mean this might happen in the case with the Hasuke Utano, which like, okay, I mean I think she was all good at least, and like with some of the other them too, maybe because with the audio probably, but it could possibly be that. Oh, whoops, and then like, then also there was like one section where like the ones where like somehow like Manami performed a song like she wear no shoes, and then there was an there's another section as well too when like Tomi was singing like a song called something Dead Body. It's like there, but it's all. And then here there was like another section too where they kind of like where they would sing like songs that, well, these was like that they released like when they were in the group, or songs where like the first time they were actually in the Senbatsu in a single. And for them it was like, well, they performed Labrador Retriever, Everyday Kashusha, Flying Jet, Amanami, and like the group's first team overall, Turbos and Pedals, Hakuna and Nabi, the other songs too. So you can see here, there's pictures. There's from Manami. There's Manami with Yui Han. Oh yeah, and Yui Han also sang the like probably one of her little solo songs she sings probably in the theater. there she is. And then there's like another tweet that actually Yuihan made where like somehow like she was trying to, or how to do this little gesture. Her with Sayaka, and her with Hatsu, and her with Atomi. I mean, they were all great in this concert too. I mean, they all sounded really good, despite the little technical problems that happened at the concert. But and then there was they also did 365 days of Paper Planes, to which kind of fitting with Mommy. And that's the Melisma's unit concert, which if you really, it's like okay, there's a little Glee Monster concert kind of was the. I mean, there was. Initially, thought there was going to be I think Yuihan said in a tweet that there was probably going to be no dancing in this concert, but there was a bit of dancing, kind of in a way, but it's a little bit. And then after that, originally there was going to be the concert involvement has the band, but as we know, that has been postponed due to the coronavirus. But hopefully, they will. The rest of the concert will happen too. We'll cover them when they happen. We'll cover them on the show. And so now we're gonna go through the posters of all of the units that we saw in the AKB48 concerts so far. So first we go to, there's the poster for RU, and their poster is like the most, and it's like really like a group over here. Then we go to the poster of Q-Tone. We get to that. Yep, here it is. And here's their poster, which kind of looks like a poster for a show, kind of way. And then here's the poster for Honey Harmony, which looks like a poster for the comedy. And here's their poster. It's like them on a omelet, and then like with the word love, and then a restaurant. Correct, you check move. And then here's the poster for Thin Lip, which kind of looks like something that I guess one would probably do. Well, here's their little poster. Quick clip. Oh, yep. Here's their poster. It's like, and the legs. Now, actually, how they made this poster, is that they had to like run to a wall, and then after that they stand up, and then you get this picture. I actually found out about that in a video that Ari actually put on her Twitter. You can actually find it there. Finally, we have the poster for Melisma, and well, here's their poster, which there's like very looks like a poster for an album. It's like there you got Minami in the middle, like a mom, and a child with the glow up, and Hatsu sitting on the chair. Yeah, and I thought that Yui-chan was in this concert, but nope, that's actually Ari, actually. And, yeah. And then, okay, so now continuing on with AKB48 news, but actually a bit on some additional thoughts on a bit of news, but on Sustainable getting Best Song at the 2020 Japan Golden Disc Awards, oh, okay, at least that song is at least decent, at least. I mean, even though that, and it's a great song. I mean, even though, despite that, Moka Yahagi, well, now left the group now, but, has a nostalgia too, but let's wait for this as well. on about Minami Minagishi performing her 1000th performance in the AKB48 theater. I mean, yeah, it's like a little bit of accomplishment. I mean, like, you could probably say she's probably like one of the greatest of all time. I mean, Asuko may not have performed 1000 performances in the theater, and well, I'm not sure how many performances Jerrison performed at the SK48 theater, but I mean, if she's about to have 1000 performances, that could still be good. But I don't know that probably maybe in a few months, probably. I mean, also know there was Yuki Kashiwagi will probably perform her 1000 show, and she'll be still living for at least a few more years at least. So maybe she could possibly be the greatest AKB member of all time. And about that, either her or Jerrison. But at least for my Ocean, that's a really good accomplishment. And though she'll be leaving the group actually soon. Finally, about AKB48 Carnival ending. Well, I mean, anything with when I played the game with some of the compared to Unis on, it's actually a bit more harder to actually get cards in that game than on Unis, where you can actually get photos by actually just paying your gems, and you can get, because the thing with in AKB, well, in Unis on Air, you can actually get more gems by doing many things in the game. While in AKB48 Beat Carnival, you would have to like buy coins, to kind of like try to get the more cards to actually thing. I mean, the similar thing happens with the game involving Nogizaka46 Nojikoi, which, although in that case you actually, well, you have to like try to get coins as you play the game, and then you'll probably have enough to get the cards. Though a bit tricky to kind of get the cards, and everything. You probably have to buy coins to get that. Although getting like cards in the STU48 card, it'd take a bit. If you do really well in the game, you'll probably get a lot of coins. You'll have enough to just to get some cards in that game. Then about Woka Tarakura Okapa, that she really like. They really know for sure that she was not involved in the Maho. I mean, good result, but if she may be involved in a Robo situation where probably just my contact to leave the group. I mean, she was a really great member. I mean, like, we found it like, what does she'll do when she is like not in the group? Well, I mean, there's still no from Maho yet, and soon we will probably more of like what happened. Well, yeah, that is the AKB48 news. And but now quick thought on like a little story about SK48 that actually was discussed last week about Yasushi Bakemoto by forced to getting some stocks involving, well, I think Keyholder, which is currently handling SK48. Now I'm not sure if this is, but this is probably a chance that maybe this means that Yasushi Akimoto is buying back SK48, and he would have like a creative owners, or have to manage the group again. So it's kind of thing like maybe Yasushi could have bought back AKB48, which was but we'll wait and find out about that. And now to a bit of some MMB48 news, but I'm sure if they discussed this in the first part, but it appears that Murase Sae will be releasing a photo book on April 22nd. So but this that she actually announced the photo book in both a tweet and a post on like Instagram, but around like 7 o'clock, but a few weeks ago, and that she said that she'll release a photo book on April 22nd. Here's that this photo book will be printed in was actually taken in South Korea, which as you know she was POTUS 48, and based on look at some of the pictures in this photo was like, well, this is probably gonna be a risque photo book. I mean, that's probably good. So it hasn't have a name yet, but we'll wait and find out with that. the dance related to Kokona Yumiyama, but on the YouTube, so she actually announced they actually released a video of a solo song she made as Kokonoroid called Synthesizer, and this might be related to this was on the AKB48 YNN channel, YouTube channel, which this might be something related to AKB48 to like their YNN channel, and like so this it's kind of looks, the song is like, it's great. Kind of sounds like a bit loopy, but I mean like kind of has a bit like Perfume too, but also at least with the design of the video, it's kind of look like as dope as Hey Hey Doctor, which you know by like the by Shun Miyamoto, which we know is Hinatazaka46. And then I'm just gonna show quickly the there, but there's there's Kokona there. Apparently Matt from, and before we talk about it, kind of like this song. He's not gonna talk about it on his show probably, but I mean on their show, but there's a bit of Kokona looking there. Bit catchy too, actually, the song, but it's like at least all right there. Okay, so now to our a little bit of to our next story now, which I know this is also related to with the coronavirus, but is that I know so that the unit in the group Danceable actually did a quiz live stream actually from like last week with the comedy group, probably with Yoshimoto, which no handles 48 answered it on the group's chat, and this was a two-part live stream where like they would do like various questions, but also do a bit of dance balance, which was the most danceable. There's a lot of comedy too, and in the end, actually Danceable won, which is really, you can actually still watch the live that on the YouTube channel. Now about Rina Nishizawa announcing that she was with her announcing the group was actually she won another like so I remember that was actually very personal for me because Marina was a member that I actually talked to like a lot of times on Showroom, and like you know the first time I talked to her on Showroom was actually during the AKB48 semester election 2018. Where she like hope you win the election, and then she like and she asked me like to vote there, and then like yeah I may do. During that time I actually voted for Minami, but because she's promotion in the group, but I had a lot of votes I could have voted for her, but the thing about her is because like when I actually watched like all of the AKB48 all clips box which has all of their songs, and kind of noticed in many of like the Team M songs that she was kind of like the lead member of like I believe it was most songs also with Mira Shiroma, which say they're probably kind of like the Sayaka and Miyuki of Team M, and I mean like she sings great as well too, and like also she plays she plays video games too. She also does various streams on Open Rec, and then also she was also the lead member on a Team Surprise track actually I think at one point actually, which was good. She also did I think something on YouTube as well too, but it was good. So I mean like and like hopefully she'll do things like after when she maybe she might do a YouTube channel eventually, but I mean yeah, well as well, yeah. Well, I know she's in Team N right now, but I mean most of the time there. And that is the AKB48 news, and now we're gonna go into a bit of going to some AKB48 news, and I know probably Ruka and Malcolm have discussed this in the previous part, but you probably know the group actually announced their 13th next hit single, which is their 13th single. They announced it in a showroom actually, and announced that Haruna Anjo will be the lead member of them on this. No, it's like, so in the show that they did, like, they kind of announced, like, they did it in like true AKB48 style, but as they were like, they kind of like, they started, the members in the show starting to come in, it was kind of getting like a hint that the members kind of knew already who was in the single, but also that they probably made the song already. And based on some tweets from some of the members, they said that somehow that they actually made the video of the song already, which is a bit of so they started showing them, and until they, I thought that it was gonna, that Miku Tanaka was gonna be the lead member of the single, since she's like the obvious face of the group. But then they started Haruna Anjo, which is I mean, I talked to her at least once on a showroom, like when I heard and then like found out like she was one of the members in Fairy Wink, which is what there and like so like since she's leaving out the single, I mean like I think it's probably gonna be a great song. I mean, we'll have to like wait till the video comes out. Which, by the way, the single will be coming out on April 22nd. The kind of like beautiful thing about this is that the lead member on like AKB48's recent single, "Thank You Heartbreak," Mr. Yamauchi, and also Nogizaka46's recent next single, called "Happy Raishi," and the lead singer on AKB48's single, Roundup, about them is that they were all members that actually kind of engage with on Showroom. Because with my Shiraishi, we're kind of like, she did a Showroom, and I kind of said, she talked about New Zero, and I said, you think you're gonna host New Zero? And then the people were asking, and then they were like, she probably saw the comment, so I kind of engaged with her in one way at least. Okay, so we will go through the who's in the single. Okay, so still here's the lineup of the song which shown during the showroom. So in the single we have, and actually with the lineup of the song is that singles that for some of the members in this, actually this is the first time they're actually in a single, which what do you call it? This is, you can see it's like the new AKB48. So you know, Haruna Anjo is the lead member of the single. This is unknown who is going to be in like each like line of the song. The other members that are in the single include Yukijima, which is actually her first time being in a single, Murashima, Miku Tanaka, Mikumomo, Nene Jitowi, Akio Tonoga, Natsumi Tanaka, Hana Masoka, Hana Hoshimono, looks like, sorry, who actually kind of looks like, it looks like Tomomoto or Sakura Endo from Nogizaka46. Murashige, Ai Motomura, Madoka Moriyasu, Emery Yamashita, which is actually also her first time in the single, also with, Yakari Watanabe, Kairi, Kamijima, and Rimika Mizukami. So yeah, and also during the show they can announce more information about the single. There'll be two versions of the single, which also as well as the theater version, which for the initial tracks on version A we have a track involving Chu, which is a unit in the group that has three of my favorite members in the group. Of course, like Natsumi and Madoka and Sae Kurahara. See there. And then while on version B, we'll have an additional involving another unit in the group, Lit Charm. I know one of the members in that is Masoka, but there's others too. And then on all the versions of the single, it will include a song that was a commercial involving has a lineup I think determined by the in the HKT48 game, I think. And on the theater version, there will have a song that has all the members in it. That'll be good. Now on almost all the video editions will have these except for the song. The theater versions, we know there will be no DVD on that. Well, you know this. I mean, it will be a great. I mean, Vivian could have been in it too, but I mean, at least the members in that. This is gonna be a great single. So, I mean, I'm probably gonna get version A since it has Chu in it, which is a big unit, but not there in the single on April 22nd. So we'll. I'm probably gonna. But when the video comes out, which will probably very soon there too. And that is news on HKT48. So now to Nogizaka46. Note the news from the 46 groups. Beginning with Nogizaka46 news. Now, now this story related with the coronavirus, but as we know, the concert involving the second gen, which we thought was canceled because of the coronavirus, but instead they actually still did the concert in Showroom, except with no audience. Though they also did it in a smaller venue. And the other thing about this concert is that it's like throughout the concert, at some points the members would perform live, and then at some actually with this concert, kind of more like a showroom rather than a concert. So in this concert, it's there'll be times when the members would probably would perform, and then there'll be times when it would show footage of of the songs that they probably would have performed in the concert. Yeah, even at the beginning of the concert, they kind of showed what the set of the stage would have looked like. But I was actually excited for this concert since, my instrument in the group, Runa Zamazaki, which we also know isn't second gen, is in this concert, and yeah, she was really good in this concert too. I mean, before the concert and during the concert, now you're going to give us star to, or give our star in the, actually, to get an avatar holding, holding the towel of your Oceanman in the of the second gens. So to get the avatar, you have to give. You can go to your account on the showroom, and then change the avatar to the there. For example, over here, it's the avatar. My avatar in showrooms that shows me holding a Rena Yamazaki towel. One for all the other second gens too, and both for boys and girls. I'll just put your So there was so there was one section in the where and then there were a time where they also do segments where at one point where this section where the audience would actually be engaging with it, where they would have to say which thing they should do. For instance, some of the things they had to do include one of the members had to get a marshmallow from a drone. It's also one of the members doing a magic trick and things too. So there was this other section too where the members would kind of talk about maybe these are songs they could have been the lead member of, or maybe songs they liked. Apparently when Mai Sanuched and Shitty Girls Rule and wore the clothes in the video, and like, you know, thought she was gonna sing the song, and instead she just did a monologue about why she girls rule. And while she was doing that, some of them were dancing as backup dancers as going to there too. And then Rena kind of talked about her favorite, which was like, I think a unit song she was talking about, and so she liked that too. And then on like through the times when they were actually like kind of having a conversation, they also got flowers too that they showed. That even Banana Man actually gave them flowers too, which was good. And then also during the concert they showed, well, for the first time, the music video of the second track on the group's next hit single, Pinnacle of Happiness, Anastasia. But when I was watching, I thought it was a video of the first video of all the second gens, but it was actually it's actually a video involving like it's actually the video of the second show on the recent Pinnacle of Happiness. So actually, so give my thoughts on the video of that song, and so it was actually great. It was the song kind of like sounds similar to Your Name Is Hope, and the video kind of looked like a video of an Undergirl song. And so in the video, we kind of see like it begins with like it's kind of like, oh, they're gonna go to this little building. When that's happening, then someone we hear a bit of like backwards music, then it cuts to a little like text in like Hebrew and Japanese, and then you kind of like and then somewhere you kind of see Rena was reading this video, and she was like reading a book. There was like another section too, where like as they were like dancing, and they kind of like overlap the members as they kind of like go through, which was interesting. And then like half of them are like in one area, and one of them are like in another area. And then they get together, and they get to that little building you saw in the beginning, which is an actual build. Like, actually, it's actually, I thought it was like maybe it's somewhere in like Russia, but it's actually somewhere in Chiba actually, which is in there. And then you see them all wearing the clothes they were in the video. Well, and then I think they wear the clothes near the end of the concert, as we can see here in this tweet. So yeah, so there's from the thing. And apparently at the end of the concert, somehow a few members kind of came in to give them some. Oh yeah, and one of them is about to leave the group actually soon, which, yeah, you see there's Rena there on the side left, and there's Maisanuch and Miona Hori and Jana and it's like, oh. And then when they did the encore too, they instead of just silence, they kind of like an encore from a concert, and then they did the encore, which we have another one too. I think that's the concert. Yeah, it was. No, yeah, what's interesting about that concert is that the showroom of that concert is actually it's probably the most viewed showroom in the history of showroom. It's been viewed like 500,000 times on. So it's like, yeah. Here's like a lot of people probably want to watch that. Now about Yuki Yoda being in the live action adaptation of Ranblue Dream. I actually know about this. According to Jimmy from the Slow podcast, well, I mean, Ranblue Dream is actually based on an anime that's about like two men that are like go to college, and then like, well, when they somehow like drink a lot of alcohol, and then the next day they somehow like woke up wearing their undergarments. I mean, like, see like Yuki Yoda in this, but I mean like, based on seeing the preview of the film, it's like, it's probably gonna be, he'll probably be rated R, but I mean like, I think we'll have to like wait and find out when the thing's released. About the live action adaptation of Eizouken, well, based on the poster of it, I mean like it, oh great, I mean look very exciting, I mean like, I like match like the playing like the anime, which it's, I mean, but I think also clarification on like well the show. Well, it will be because the other thing about that is that shows that are like on TBS, they're usually like like MBS first, which I know is before on TBS, and know that MBS is still held by TBS. It will air on MBS first, then air on like TBS a few days after that. And then we have like the film after that, which is like very true. So probably very soon we're gonna watch and probably talk about on the show version. About the four gens are in 2 new miniseries on DTV. I know that these involve various works involving an author, and like yeah, the plot of like the miniseries they're in is like it's interesting to see like the forges being involved in doing this kind of thing in a miniseries. But like I saw like the preview of the first miniseries that aired, which about Sam, which looks like some they could have released it in the theaters, make it as a film. It looks like something I'll probably see on Netflix. I mean, though this is airing on the internet on DTV. But I mean, like the plot of it is like, I mean, this is a very interesting. And then after that, we got Meet the Monkey, which we'll probably learn about when we get about that. And that is the 46 news. Now to Hinatazaka46 news, but thoughts on news with them. About the new Hinatazaka46 documentary, Hinatazaka46 Are Lies and Truths. If this is gonna be a really interesting documentary, maybe like all your questions will be answered, and probably like it might show the real Hinatazaka46 or Hinatazaka46 as you've never seen them before. I mean, there's a possible chance that Yurina Harate might narrate it. Just like where she's probably going to tell her entire story and probably say what led to her leaving the group. Because I know they probably filmed it around the time the recent news that involved them happened. I mean, we're kind of similar to the documentary involving Nogizaka46, which still haven't watched yet, but eventually we'll watch soon. We'll talk about it soon. But I think it's like it probably might be like Boyhood, since they might have like I have a clarification about that, but this is actually their second documentary since they released a documentary a few years ago, which you kind of notice from the thumbnail of like one of our our recent episodes of the show, where actually that documentary like was produced by TBS and presented at 30 frames per second, which you know is like the same channel that produced Hinatazaka46's documentary and the SK48 documentary. But it's probably presented in 30 frames per second. But for this documentary, it's their first cinematic documentary since this is released. This is the Toho release, and like it might be like Boyhood, where like we'll probably. Like, since they might have filmed the entire of it since the group began, and like it's so know that the members today are not like them when they began, and it does show what happens backstage of the group. This might be a very controversial documentary. I mean, if Steve was still in Japan, then probably he would have a chance to probably see the documentary and the Hinatazaka46 documentary as well. But since he's now back, home, we have a picture we'll watch, and we'll probably find out, there. About Yukasu Guy's play from an area on TBS channel on April 29th. Yeah, it appears that we'll be able to see it, and we'll probably talk about it maybe in a separate video. But the profile pictures of them was actually updated, on, apparently around the time the Girls Collection happened. I'm actually gonna get to that very quickly. So over here we have the profile pictures of the group now updated with. All of this might be the clothes they might wear in their single, so they're all here, but now that Yurina Harate, Suzumoto, and Naoto are now removed from this possession of the website since they actually left. Well, apparently when it was announced, it was there, and then all the pictures there. But and they also for the second gens too over here, and they just added the of the Kenshusis that were actually just put in the group, which they got the most with 6. Let's look at some of the pictures quickly. Let's look at in the group, Nanako. Let's go to hers. Still the same, and greeting from last month at the end of the month. Actually, there was a full video message, but not there yet. Oh, there's her recent blog entry. With a lot of food. Now, see a bit of let's see a bit of Michael's Ocean and Hakane Morio. Let's go to hers. There's her little greeting from last month. And then her recent blog entry also on I think with one of the over there actually. And that is the AKB48 news. Now to Hinatazaka46 news, and so we got so with like I said earlier, but we know that the the Dasada collection has 46 collection, which has clothes from the show at Dasada, as well as clothes were designed by designed by the members. It's happening right now at the Shibuya 109 on March 26. And also, but there's a point that international fans might actually be able to get those clothes through Bai. So I mean, then you can get the clothes, see it on the show, and then you can actually wear those really great. Which actually the clothes Dasada made actually really good actually. And I'm gonna show the little website quickly, so I'm just gonna get to that. I'm sure if it's still happening because due to coronavirus. I know that a talk that was originally when it happened somehow was the member was canceled due to the coronavirus, but they will still sell merchandise too. And as we go to the page soon, I'm just gonna quickly. So here it is over here. Yep, probably still happening, I think. And there's the pictures of there's a Now and Kyonko. It actually looks a bit short there, and then Kumi and now happening now until March 26th. And then throughout the thing will close. That there's the little they have a pop-up store. We can actually buy various merch involving the group's recent single Sonako Tonayo. And then various booths around the building. Then there's where we can get the Dasada clothes from there. And then all clothes, and then they're to the Girls Collection. And then they also have well too, where as we can see over here, we like it's involving something, and then there's also a thing involving like the food court in Shibuya 109 Magnet, where they would sell various like various food like items, maybe designed by the members. Yeah, there's even one. There's even an ice cream float actually. A fat burger. And there's also some parfaits. One at Shibuya Parlor, and one something Teddy Island. Oh, some little bubble tea with chocolate bubble tea. That is good. And when you get any of these items at the thing, you can actually get like a coaster from one for possible of 18 members. Since so, I mean, you can like if you really try to get all of them, if you there we go. And that's what's up with the Hinatazaka46 Special Collection and Dasada Collection at Shibuya 109, which is still have until March 26th. And also available to possibly international fans through Buy. Okay, now, it's not related to Hinatazaka46 news, but we know the documentary, which will be released a week before the AKB46 documentary, has a title now. It's called Hinatazaka46 Third Year Debut. So it kind of makes sense because like it took 3 years for them to. Well, at the beginning they were here again at Kakizaka. Now they're. Now my thoughts on Mao Gooch announcing that she'll leave the group. It's pretty much she prolonged her leaving the group, but at least she was being honest like during the entire time, like when she was caught dating really one of the person that was in Ready Player One. But at least also she was like being honest of like when she actually voluntarily took a break, and then also actually decided to leave the group without staff kind of pressuring her to actually leave the group, which I don't know what the case with Nana Oda, but I mean she's if I remember, like out of all the until like the members started to use like Showroom a lot, she was like the member that I kind of see a lot on Showroom, and I mean she was also like my second favorite person on Dasada, which was like really good, and like she was a really fun. I mean, like if she was still in the group at least, and we all thought she was not the best, and then she's gonna prove it. She could have proved us wrong, and that appears we're probably not gonna see her again. Since she said that she will probably do something in business. I mean, like, she was kind of like very close to like, towards the end of the group. I mean, she was very like close to Kwanko, which I'm gonna show a bit of photos from. So you can see she actually wrote a blog entry about that around the time that Mao announced that she's leaving the group. I mean, and she wrote a very long entry about that, and then at the end there's a picture of her with Mao when they were filming the video of one of the initial tracks on Doremi Celestino Kitsune, and then with the little macaroons. The interesting thing, she's actually the same. Mao was actually the same as Kwanko too. But I kind of also noticed about this, but also it appears that Mao is officially not in the group now, since that her picture has actually been removed from the profile section of the group's website. You can see over here. Oh, usually Mao would be like near the front part of the website of this section of the website. But it is now the picture has been removed, and that means she's now officially in the group. Although we'll probably still see her probably episode of Lesbian Hinatazaka when they probably do her graduation ceremony. Oh, I see Yuki Kageyama picture still there, still the same. I mean, she'll probably be back soon eventually, but I mean, even yeah. And that's Hinatazaka46 news. But now to actually a bit of news involving Yoshimotozaka46. And this is actually that was starting, but here's that. But in the past few weeks, they released videos of pretty much some of the rest of the real tracks on their recent single "Can't Be Impossible." So they released the video of the Sweet Monster on the single "Made Me Laugh Without Getting Stuck." Do Tusu Yori Warawasuru. This video was actually very, very fun actually. Like in the video you kind of see, okay, we see these two gangs. These gangs kind of about to do into a little fun, and then when they're about to get into a little fight, somehow like. Well, actually, in this case, the listeners on this single are Yoshimasa Takamasa and Shiho Matsumura, who actually, she remember they also talked 2 times on Showroom as well too. So when that ends, like, so comes in and he says, "Oh, we shouldn't like fight," like, and then okay, let's dance, and then they start dancing, and then actually the choreography in this video is actually really fun. It's like it's kind of like this. It's like and like everyone looks really weird. And you can also see Sayori and Makiho, who's like he's kind of like is a very big idol fan too. Like maybe as big as like Kuro-chan, but I mean. And you also see the other half of Trendy Angel, Takashi also there, and then they're like somehow they like they get chased by the gangs, and then they all get put in together. Then oh nope, we're just gonna dance, and then yeah, it's a really fun video. At least so these two are kind of like all. Try to cheer you up during a really serious time right now. Okay, so then we go to. Okay, we have the video of the child track in the single "Sorta Like You Suki ni Nate Gomenasai," which actually was not in the version of the single they have, but it's actually on another version of the single. And this one was actually a really good video. It has like so it's nostalgia. It's like 1980s idol music, and it's nostalgic, and those. It's really all good. And in this unit we had Yuihan Retriever, Maharu and Yukari, which but that Maharu and Yukari are actually from the Kani group, and they're actually good. It's like a bit of like. Them like also making the cake, and then the winter scenes in this one actually it's like a really enjoyable song. And the thing about the choreography of the videos that a bit of the choreography they some will do like the Pumps USA, though it's also called the Jelston, and also the choreography in the video was actually made by one of the members in the group, Anon, who was actually in Red, which is really good. It's actually really good video. Actually, you can. Well, good. There's still there might be a video for the track in the single where it has all the members. I mean, there might be a video for it, but we'll wait for that. But and that is Yoshimotozaka46 news. And now to international group news, but. No thoughts on the many new versions of High Tension. Earlier we said that merely in the Thin Flip concert, they did High Tension. But also, at the same time, ML48 and BNK48 released videos of their versions of High Tension. So first on the ML48 version of it, it was, it was great. Their version of the song, like, with Gabby as the lead member in this. She was weird because the slow motion scenes were great, but although it might be a bit distracting when they get to where the members sitting on the table. But other than that, like, the entire video is actually all right. It's like they actually filmed the video actually at a famous castle somewhere around. I know it's in the Philippines, but it's it might be in the Manila area. But I mean, if one knows about that, you can probably on the comments in the comments of this part of the episode. But yeah, it was a great video actually. To be honest, it was like. They actually released it when they when they announced that their next hit single, which is actually their version of River, which that will be a great one. And then with all their singles, they're kind of rotating the lead members, so it's like maybe they're giving all the members to be the lead member on a single. Now on the BNK48's version of the song. Was great too. I mean, like, they were kind of like paying homage to the original video of the original version of the music video of this. But before they released the video, they kind of released kind of like prologues of the video, kind of introducing like the company we see in the video. But although actually. It might be kind of optional if you want to watch, but I mean, you can just go immediately to the video and watch it. But I mean, like, so kind of like so much of the original video because I know in the original version they actually go around various places too. They go to like Robot Show, which is theirs, and they also go around like here they also go around. They even filmed like the middle of Tokyo Bay as well, near the Rainbow Bridge. And then, like, in BNK48's version, they actually kind of go around Bangkok. And this video was also kind of like that usual, like, put fun in the office. And they're putting fun in the BNK48 office. And it's kind of like similar to the video of Hinatazaka46's, well, it's Hinatazaka46, Happy Aura, and Beyond's the Japanese DNA. But also you kind of see an appearance of the producer jobs, and then like they're going to the little like little van there too. They also go to like I think a famous subway station in Bangkok as well. And the scenes when they snap, you see a bit of slight the members in animation. It's like. I mean, they could have shown more of that, but it's all good. I mean, like, comparing all of, like, the versions of, like, High Tension, I'm going to say that, like, there's, like, one version of it that's probably, like, the best version. I mean, at least they all do sort of a way to approach the song, but I mean, like, no, we know the original version was, Haruka Shimazaki's last hit single with the group, and but I mean, probably. I know there's also JKT48 released a version too. But I'll probably have to see that soon. Now to a bit of more BNK48 news, but not only that Hinatazaka46 and Hinatazaka46 will be releasing documentaries, but also BNK48 will be releasing a documentary next month called BNK48 One Take, which kind of talks about well. The group during the election they actually they did last year, which was the prime one, and kind of like what happens during it. Now, I know the director of it actually made a post in her Instagram page talking about the documentary, and she said that in this documentary that she's trying to, how she's gonna film. She filmed it that somehow that she gets full access to what's happening during the election, somehow with staff gave her permission to actually film anything with the group, which means that we probably might see things of the members of the group that we haven't seen before, which will probably show us probably the real BNK48. That's kind of why this documentary is called One Take, because she can only film it when it's happening, so they had to and with the members not knowing what she's gonna film. And also knew about that there is actually the theme song of this documentary actually has been released, and there's a video for which you actually find on BNK48's YouTube channel. So apparently we'll wait and find to see what happened during the BNK48 election. And here about the controversy involving the BNK48 theater, which is called the BNK48 campus, being used as rehearsal space for a male group. Well, I mean, I think they could have used another rehearsal space. I mean, they could have did that, but if due to various different circumstances, then I mean, maybe they had to use it. But I mean, but I'm not sure I'm going to go further, because I know what's happening in this might be related to what's happening in Thailand. But I would imagine what happened if the same thing happened if a Johnny's group used the rehearsal space and that AKB48 uses. I think that the AKB48's rehearsal space is actually, I think, also within the theater too, unless it's another building. But I mean, I guess they could try to find another rehearsal space to use so that they use the theater. Though both BNK48 and the male group are both under the same management company, I am. But apparently, the controversy actually led to the producer of the group jobs, as well as their chief financial officer kind of stepped down effective immediately when they announced it, which this is changes everything about BNK48, but we'll have to wait and find out. Probably when they do their election this year, which is going to happen in a few weeks, though I don't know if it's going to happen because of the coronavirus. But a few weeks ago, they actually released the prelim results of it, so I think they might have used it. But I'm going to go quickly through the thing as we go there to see how's it all doing. And sorry. Gotta find the thing quickly. It's over here somewhere, actually. Sorry. Here it is. Very quickly. Right now it's on March 10th, and I'm gonna show them right now. So, see, but right now in the prelim results of the BNK48 Symposium General Election this year, so far this is interesting. But it appears in first place right now. Prong is in first, even though she said oh, you can vote for another member, which, hopefully another member probably could win, so that, at least that member can get a chance. But I'll just point out as well that CGM48 is also in this as well. In second place we have Mobile, third Jane, fourth place Music, fifth place Pond, sixth place Wii, seventh place Genesis, eighth place Noe, ninth place Namyo, tenth place No, place Pupi, 12th place Orin, 13th place Tarwon, 14th place Mine, 15th place Fawn, place June. And then Undergirls we got in 17th place Miwitch, 19th place Minwin, 19th place Siang, 20th place Pim, 21st place Genji, 22nd place Kamukook, 23rd place Pukgon, 24th place Satchan, 25th place New, 6th place Corn, 27th place 20th place Bamboo, 29th place Izarina, Izawa, 3rd place Jim, 13th place Murray, 32nd place Jack. And the next girls, there's 3rd place Namsai, 34th place Panda, 35th place Nikki, 36th place Rata, 37th place View, 30th place Common, 39th place Cunning, 40th place Sita, place Fortune, 42nd place Parkwan, 43rd place Kang, 44th place Marmink, 45th place Nene, 46th place Mew, 47th place Come On, and 40th place Haji. So voting is still open, so if you haven't voted, go get a copy of the recent single, High Tension, and then vote for which member you like. And if it will still, the actual, I mean, they will still have results, but I'm not sure if they're going to do the actual, like, the ceremony during that time, but we'll have to wait and find out when. Unless if there's news about that now, we'll probably update you on that when it happens. And that is international group news. And now to a bit of Ice One and K-pop news. But so additional thoughts on a few things about the past month. So as we know, the group's first album, Blooms, was released, and with that as well, the video of the single from the album Fiesta was released, which actually I saw it, and I mean, it's great. I mean, it's not as great as Violetta, but I mean, it's still great at least. I mean, the thing about this is that the only member in this song is Minju, which means this is the first time that either Sakura or Wonyoung are not the lead member, or Wonyoung are not like the lead member on a single. Which interesting also that Yujin was like put near the front and got a lot of screen time in the video too, and she looked great too. I mean, Tomi also, which also knows Michael's Ultraman and teammate and his favorite Japanese member in the group, actually seen a lot too, and she was great too. I mean everyone in the video was great too. I mean, apparently in this video, kind of Sakura looked at the K-pop glow up, and she looked even like great in this. I mean, like the same thing with Jerrison, where you saw us say that she's overweight, or she's not overweight, but in the case with Sakura, where you might think she's underweight, but I mean she looks. I mean, even though she might look a bit thinner, but I mean she still looks it's great. I mean, like, but not to a point where they're kind of like worried about her. But I mean, like, she still looks really good at least. That's so good. Apparently, like Nako having pink hair in this. I mean, I wonder, but I mean, it's all good. Well, remember in the video, they saw like a lot of things were like happening at like the same. Watching the video is like kind of like had like so like the about kind of like watching art house cinema. But like kind of like it's a little bit like a La La Land a bit, and like so having you probably have to like what's going on. was a great video, actually. At least they're all back, and they just look good. But now to something more news one. But it appears that somehow that Yunbi took a break due to health reasons, because somehow she maybe she may have a cold or a flu, but I mean she might be back now. But I mean like she's like it. Well, hopefully she'll be back eventually. And now a bit of thoughts on some news involving Luna, who we talk about on the show a lot. But on the lawsuit that somehow Blackberry Creative, which was the record label, was involved. The record label Rocket Clear was involved. Well, I mean, at least the next mini album actually did very well, so at least it will compensate for loss, and that will probably still good. Now, my thoughts on the video of Dreamcatchers, so from their recent mini album, Dystopia: The Tree of Language. I mean, it was but I mean, I know a Dreamcatcher. I mean, their songs. I mean, so great. Apparently, one of the videos of the song that they made, which might have been Deja Vu, I looked a bit dark in a way, but also that the song kind of sounds a bit like a Billie Eilish song, kind of in a way, like a Bad Guy. Now, I mean, like fans that probably like watch every view will probably get all the what has happened in the video, but it was great. I mean, like I'm hearing like they showed a lot of things in it too, and then like in one section of the video, there was like where they like go through the portal. It kind of like looked like time and space in Doctor Who kind of in a way. I mean, none of the instructions do like that, but I mean like. And then also those things were like we showed some of this, and then showed another thing, go after that, which a lot of things happen at the same time. It's like very exciting. It was a weird music video, but at least it's like it feels that there's the way what happens next. And that is all I was want in K-pop news, and now a bit quick news on Graduate Member News. I mean, I know this already, but that appears that former SK48 member Kari Matsumura is starting to put videos in her YouTube channel again, which actually one of the videos she did a live stream. Actually, in that live stream, I actually talked to her. Actually, I mean, actually talked to her a few times on Twitter while she was in the good one. But in that live stream, she was making food, and then in the live stream, I kind of asked her, "Oh, what are you making?" And then after that, she answered the one. She said, "Oh, I'm making pork steak right now." And like, yeah, she was making some pork steak, and it looked very delicious. She's also started a bit of live streams too on her channel, but I mean, she's starting to do a lot of things on her YouTube channel again. So at least go see her videos on her channel. So now we're gonna talk about the two singles that are like will be released in the next few weeks, which actually interesting because like this involves like some of this rivalry still between AKB48 and Nogizaka46 that trying to go into that debate again, like which song is better, since well, the last time both were released single with AKB48 releasing Sustainable and Nogizaka46 releasing their previous single, which they like will still go on forward. The various about AKB48's Nemosu single, which is their 25th single, called "Thank You Heartbreak," which has Mizuki Yamauchi as the lead member. Now they played the song the first time on Mion's business radio show, which means you had to go through 20 minutes of business news before you listen before you actually hear the song. So I heard saw the video of the song, which but the interesting about this too is that the video of the song was actually released on the same day and the same time as Nogizaka46's music video of Nogizaka46's next single, Predictive Color of Happiness. And the interesting is that so the video of the song is sorry. It was actually they actually the video of the Sweet Monster track on Hinatazaka46's recent single was actually released before the videos of the two songs. So the video of AKB48's next single, "Thank You Heartbreak," I liked it. I know some of you probably won't agree with that, but I kind of like 1960s music. The song was probably on par with Wings Are Needed. The song that had had Mion as the lead member, and it's the video. The video of the song was what's right with the song. It's sounds like a 1970s working class protest song. Well, "Thank You Heartbreak," that sounds like the 1960s. It's a song that probably get everyone excited. That they might be trying to pay homage to the Summer Olympics in Tokyo in 1964, which why they might be like that. Because maybe they may not release a single before the Summer Olympics. If the game's in Tokyo this summer. It's really a favorite song. Allegend. So in the video, it kind of begins with the members all staying, then you kind of see them all waking up, and then the other thing about it is somehow the editing in the video is a bit choppy. That it kind of looks like the editing of the French New Wave. If you saw there was some of the French New Wave, including films by Jean-Luc Godard, you'll probably get it in probably time, but kind of fits the song because it's kind of like a style song. It kind of gets a bit unusual when you get to the little part when when the members kind of go up the stairs and it goes on the black bars on the screen. They just kind of similar to the video of some of the recent music, including the music video of Jawara Days and Sashi Hara's graduation song, and soon AKB48's previous single Ishi, Always By Your Side, and the choreography in this is actually good. It's kind of this 1960s dance moves kind of. It's the song will get everyone excited. But after when I heard the song a few times, I kind of noticed near the end of the song that it's when they say as they sing the chorus, they kind of say yep. It's kind of similar to like thing in like the song made by the Beatles, like "She Loves You." It's like she does you, yeah, 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 does you, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of getting that kind of like it was like, yeah, I'm sure that AKB48 Mania is probably kind of, and also kind of noticed, like the song you could probably clap to. It's like. I mean, you could probably do the same thing with the Sakamichi because, like, so I mean, no, it's like probably not their best song, but it's not their worst song. At least. So now, thinking about this also about the video of the song that it might have been product placement for SoftBank 5G because they actually showed the video for the first time at an event involving SoftBank 5G. The video was probably made with SoftBank 5G technology. I mean, the video of Perfume's Futures Pop was also product placement for Docomo 5G. Now to the music video of Nogizaka46's they said single Creative Color of Happiness, which we all know is the group's 25th single and also the group's second 200 single overall, with Mai Shiraishi being the winner, and also this is her last hit single before she leaves the group. So now they showed the song for the first time on Nogizaka46 All Night Nippon a week earlier, and then the video came out, well, the week after, and, well, in the AKB48 video, kind of stuff in the 1960s. While in this video, this sounds like an ABBA song. Like, during, like, the chorus, like, with the, so it's like, kind of really like an ABBA song. I mean, in the video, kind of like, looks a bit like La La Land, too, kind of like, where, like, you see Mai Shiraishi, like, with the AKB48 video, too, you see Mai Shiraishi waking up and then going to, like, various rabbits. It kind of also looks a bit like Sing Out, kind of, in a way, with the probably on a stage. And then you, like, kind of see her, like, going around and, like, the members, and, like, she kind of look like a mom. There's something, especially in the scene when she's, like, with some of the 4th-gen members, including Sakura and, remember? And then the section where, like, she's, like, performing in a band and, like, see Asuka playing the drums. She plays the drums. And then you also see Kana Nakata playing, like, the little bass there. It's so good. I mean, like, the choreography in this video also kind of looks like 1970s disco dance moves too. And the clothes they wear near the end of the video kind of like look like the clothes that ABBA would probably wear sometimes too. Mostly similar to, like, the clothes that the group wore when they performed at NHK Kahak, actually in 2018. And then they performed Nanase Nishino's last time with the group. And, like, but if this video is like more sadder than the video of AKB48's Existential Thank You Heartbreak, but it might be more sad. Might be more sadder than Nanase Nishino's last with the group, but it's like. Because I mean, the scene where, like, the members kind of give her flowers, it's like, saying, I almost cried during that section, but I mean, I didn't cry when I watched it, but it's like, I mean, it's like, into the song, it's like, when I listen to the song, So it's like, yeah. And then like at the end, where like when she goes into like the outside world, apparently that like thing kind of, I mean, it's like she's going to Narnia, which it's probably not that, but it's like, wait. No, this yeah, and that's the video of the song. I mean, like, I mean, I know, I mean, I've been like, not as really thought what her last hit single would be, but this is one nostalgia in at least, which was so to watch actually. I mean, I've showed this yet, but I mean, like over here we have the covers of the for the single, and I'm gonna show them right now quickly. I'm gonna get to it a bit quickly, so on a bit. So the covers for the singles, like, kind of interesting that they kind of did it like in the, they did it with a space theme, but somehow they they kind of look like posters for a science fiction film. Especially when we look at the cover of version A, where you have my Shirashi and a few members too. See, they're like kind of like a poster for a science fiction film, and like kind of also noticed, but somehow like that everyone except my Shirashi is wearing a little like helmet. It's like, but I mean, like with the timing that they release the single with the coronavirus, like, oh, they're trying to not from the coronavirus. But it's kind of more like they're kind of like that. Oh, hey, like the members are wearing helmets, like they're still in the group, and Mai Shiraishi not wearing the helmet. Kind of like she's now free from being in the group, and there. Then on the cover version B, you got Asuka and yeah, and me and Yona and Eric, I think. On the cover version C, you got Maya, and Kana, and two, and then version D, which we you got and then regular version, which the rest of the members in the song, and like the poster for which over here, but it's like them all in the covers. Well, I know that the videos of more of the additional tracks I know so far of the second gen track and Mai Shiraishi's graduation song Jane has been released, but we'll talk more about the video for graduation song probably in maybe the next episode or another video. And yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting, like, well, comparing the two songs, say, from the song, say, probably, like, AKB48's Thank You Heartbreak. Well, for the music video, I'll probably have to say the video of Nogizaka46's, Bit of the Color of Happiness, because, like, it's kind of like while I was watching these videos, like, watching, like, two musicals, and I mean, it's kind of like which single will sell the most copies. We'll have to, they're gonna be released like 2 weeks in a row, but we'll have to find out when we get the ones from the chart, at least for the Oricon charts. And that is all the news happening in the Island World at the end of last weekend, the past month. And that is all the news and additional thoughts that I kind of on the very thing that happened there well, the end of last week and so last month. Now, quick reviews on a few like an album and mini albums that I actually listened to and we should talk about on the show. Actually, this one kind of released in consecutive weeks. Well, I guess many of the reviews I'm going to talk about involve K-pop. So first we have Luna's next recent mini album, Hash, which I listened to it and it's actually surprisingly great. Actually, I mean, it was like better than I thought it was going to be. I thought that somehow that it was going to sound like an entirely like the songs in there the mini album might sound a bit like different than their usual style. It's not their usual style, which is at least it's. I mean, most of, all the songs sound great. I mean, even though that the single on the mini album like So What sounds like an entirely different. Like different style of the group. I mean, the thing that saves the song is probably the dubstep in the song. Kind of makes the song really, which is at least still good. Even though they kind of said the song is like SK48's frustration about Blackpink. Then the week after that we had Rocket Punch's next mini album, Red Punch. It was better than Pink Punch, but still didn't wow me a lot. I mean, that one scene was great, but I mean, like, maybe it didn't wow me a lot, but I was like, but at least it was better than Pink Punch, at least. And we have IS1's first album's called Blooms. Now, I know, like, when the album was released to promote the album, thing that they did, they actually, the members actually unboxed the various versions of the album, and then, like, they did it, and then more like an ASMR. I mean, they've been, like, the time that we saw, like, they might have invented an unboxing video with ASMR. I mean, it's a really, it's pretty interesting, right? And the one where like it had like Eugene and had told me that one was probably one as well as the two. So I felt like the album. I mean it was good. I mean like there were like few songs great. I mean like Fiesta was great, and there was. I mean there was a few songs too. I mean but. Well, for like, some of like this songs, I mean like the song the other like somehow warm as much, but there might be like times as well where like, wherein like the verses it actually does sound, but then when it gets to the chorus it like really like something that would be like Pink Blusher, which it's like great verses, but then when it gets to the chorus like when sing, but. Also, there were like some songs in the other kind of like sound similar to also I mean like Spaceship kind of sounded similar to Airplane, and yeah sounded a bit similar to Rumor. Well, when I saw them perform in the the launch concert involved the which we'll talk about later, but in the TV show Roundup. But I mean like. Like, as recently as I thought it was like going to be, it's like I mean, but I mean, it's like it's not also not similar to the Underworld's track in Give 'Em Check, but I mean, it's not a rumor, but at least good. I mean, there were really a few songs in there that are great, like songs in the album that were great was So Curious, because. So it like kind of shows like Tomi and Nako's personalities, and then Hyujin also gets like a lot of like too. But I mean like throughout the album, I kind of hear like Hyujin and Tomi and Nako more than Sakura, but I mean the other members kind of get some time in it, but it's like, it's a good album. I mean, but like, but at least it's well. But now we go to the TV show Roundup. First with Dasada, but you know that this season aired already, and I watched to the 2 parts. Season finale, and I watched the entire thing. But without giving it away, I say it was great. I mean, happy how it ended, but I mean, I suppose there might be a season 2 of it. But I mean, maybe possibly the next season will probably have a Hinatazaka46. Maybe probably a 2. Maybe someone else with Nogizaka46 will probably could be a 2, but maybe even Murase could possibly be as well. And we'll probably talk more about it maybe in the next episode, or maybe in a video where we talk about the entire season. Not only that happened, but also Hinatazaka46 and Nogizaka46 were on a music station actually in the past 2 weeks actually. Well, now the episode that Hinatazaka46 was actually in, I mean, it was actually no music station. They did the show with no audience, of course, with the coronavirus. But so in the episode, they performed their recent single Sonoko Tayo, and that was the other thing about that as well too is that it's not old, but it's like is that also Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra was also in the episode, which I mean the band I like the they're a great band. I mean they're on the show because they're releasing a best of album on the same day as AKB48 single Thank You Heartbreak, and then the Excel the Second was on the too. I mean Nesmith was there, and yeah, he was great too. But when Hinatazaka46 was being viewed, like, oh yeah, Aiko was on there too, which actually she's on the new song on the best of album called Good Morning, or it could be also called Blue Daisy, which actually that sounds like Toad when you actually hear it. And also actually that other singer that he also did a song with Tokyo Ska too. So when they were on when they were being interviewed by Tamori, and then they were talking. Well, in the episode, they were actually talking about videos that they're kind of gone viral, which yeah, they even they even showed that it was they showed Coldplay's the video of Coldplay's Up and Up. There's a video too, and they also showed a bit of OK Go as well too. And also another video where they actually filmed it backwards, but make it look like actually forward, and news was on, and then as well as Jamco, which we know is who they made the theme song of the anime version of Ezuken, called Easy Breezy, which was a great song. It's actually fun as well too. Now when the news was interviewed, they're talking about the video that is what they enjoyed. Other members actually, the video of AKB48's Heavy Rotation, which we know was a video that was controversial because we saw the members in lingerie. I mean, it's good that they're also fans of AKB48 as well, which is fun. So they were they're talking about the thing involving where kind of what they did with the Doremi Solasido, where they were to promote the single, they would do on the group's Twitter page would show individual videos where kind of the members were talking to them. They did the same thing for Sonoko Tahayo, and then they kind of they did one with Now, and then apparently they did one with the more I think. And during their conversation, he actually laughed, actually, which is like, it's still good too. Even like Kumi, actually, the same thing, but with one of the members in Tokyo Ska Paradise, or I think he did it with one of the members that plays the guitar or saxophone, I think, but show you a bit of some photos from the of the group on on Music Station. So back to Kumi's blog entry from the Girls Collection. So there's like her with my. Yeah, and like they even made a little like, this is starting to be a thing where they make like coloring pages you would see in a coloring book, and then you could like color it in or fill things on the sweat. Or I actually think one of the members actually drew it, and they put all their little, it was like the thing. Well, yeah, they usually with Music Station, where like the people on the episode would kind of like put messages that they kind of use. Then they put the single, which and then put all those singles, the signatures of all the members there. And there's another picture of Kumi with my. Yeah, there's of the clothes they wore, which not the same as the one they wore in the video, but I mean like, I could wear those clothes, but it's there. Okay, another picture of Kumi. Yep. Yeah, she looks good. And there's the picture of them with Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra, and like, then their lead member and the lead member too is, yeah, the guy on the like this, I think in the middle on the slight left, that's the member that actually did the thing with Kumi. Actually, there's all of them there. And now let's show a bit from Kwonko's blog entry, which go to that quick. So we see over here we have, there's Kwonko's there. Oh, yeah, here's a more closer picture of the group with the member that actually did the thing with Kumi, like Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra, holding a copy of the single, which sure he got a copy of the regular version as the members. Okay, and the same picture of like with all the members of the Ska Paradise Orchestra. Oh, and she also got a CD from Aiko too, actually, of her recent single too, which, yeah, with Aiko, I mean, like, she kind of like looks like Rino Sashihara, actually, too. I mean, like, she's good too. I mean, like, Rino will probably do a solo career, maybe she'll do a song with Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra too. And there's her with like, oh yeah, and then also Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra did like a performance with, actually, first that's probably like very famous in Japan too, but he's all there. Yeah, there's a picture of him over here, actually. Here, got a copy of the single too. And her getting the Music Station tissue. And then there's all the members, like, and now kind of maybe looking at it like you were erotic. The little sign they signed there. Oh yeah. And then like, at the end of the episode as well too, like the one that member who also from Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra, he's recently single, and like he was like really good. He was even going around this set too, and like he went up the stairs, and then like he's doing his thing. It's like, man, that guy's really. And then the week after that, Nogizaka46 was on the show, and then in that episode, they kind of performed the songs like, well, it has that like disco sound, and Mills, that was probably gonna be like her last appearance in the show with the group. But in like today's episode of the show, where also AKB48 from the show, which we'll talk about next episode, it appears that they'll be performing on the next episode, which is a special 3-hour episode, airing on April 3rd. And so, I mean, yeah, I mean, we can say she'll be on the show for at least one more time, at least. So now let me go to our, one there, which is, the next most recent episode of Sakamichi T.V. Where they show, like, an extended version of the episode, but it's pretty much the definitive version of the episode. Now, in the original version of the episode, they actually, it was shown live, and they showed, like, they actually, like, filmed it, like, after they were at the Japan Record Awards. I mean, Nogizaka46, KX46, and Hinatazaka46, they were at the Japan Record Awards. But the definitive version of the episode, they actually showed footage of all the groups the making of all of the groups of the performances at NHK Kohaka this year. And it was like, it's pretty much for like half of the episode, and then like the rest of it is like all we probably saw already in the real episode. But kind of like notice on like when they showed like KX46, they somehow like kind of showed like Yurina still like a bit exhausted. I mean, this happened before the recent news had happened, and like and then they also kind of showed the performances that they didn't in the specials in. And then you kind of there was a lot of I'm also seeing them going around like backstage while the special was happening, also during when they showed the rehearsal footage. And also this happened before Mai Shiraishi announced that she left the group. So they kind of, that as they throughout that session. Now like in the rest of the episode, they kind of like showed like the members of all the groups kind of like it was like one of them had them going around a store, and then one of them doing a picnic, and then when they go around like a little a city, and they summarize like what happened to each group in the past year, and really at the end they somehow showed Hinatazaka46 performance again. So this time they showed the version that was shown in the 8K version, which was aired on HKBS4K and HKBSK. I mean, they could have been the thing, but I mean, like, in that version, they kind of like showed. It's more like kind of like a demonstration. So they kind of just showed like more like aerial shots, kind of like as they perform. But I mean, but at least it was all these. And that's the most recent episode of Sakamichi T.V. Now we to this special 1-hour crossover between AKB48 Nemosu and STU48 Imosu. So I'm like, so with that, it's sort of like the this special 1-hour crossover event. The members in like AKB48 and STU48 tried to get Nano Okada. Now there's like the first 3 challenges in the episode are on like AKB48 show, and then the last 3 challenges are on like STU48 show. So in like in the so in AKB40 we had like Yuri as well as Megu and Asuka. Yeah. Well, in STU40 we had like Yumiko, Hina, and Marina. They actually did this episode, a special crossover at a mall called Lala Port, which is actually a mall in the Tokyo Bay Area. Well, I know there's another mall in there where like has the section for most of Gundam. So they went to another mall in the Tokyo Bay Area, and it's a great mall there too. So like in the first like challenge, they asked like they also had to like, members had to like draw a picture and then of like Nana, and then all that happens like one of the members kind of have to like fan like her while she was wearing a medical combination like being kabuki. Then in like round 2 they had to have like answer various questions about like what Nana would probably say. Then round 3 there was this like the members would like what like prop that Nana would probably do, and then during STU48 it was like Hina kind of just thing with the little scoopers for the soup, and then they was that, and then there's like something which you probably just watch the episode to find out. Then that's the first half, and then in the second half, so like the shows they had to like just kind of have to try to find like clothes that Nana would wear, buying the clothes for her. And then in like round like, and the next round after that, they had to like find like like food that Nana likes, and the things they got her a burger, and then like somehow like Nana like chose like that STU48 found, and then I thought that she was not gonna eat the other burger that the 40 members found, but no, she ate both burgers, but then she chose like the burger that STU48 found. And then the last challenge, and like so kind of some of the members had to like try to get like not excited, but trying to increase her heart rate powered by Fitbit, which is, you know, like we're not sponsored by Fitbit, but say they make good products. And like when they really highlight her heart rate to a specific past, like a specific amount of beats per minute, they'll probably get bonus points there. So like STU and friend, they kind of like got her excited, and they like hug her a bit, and then when say AKB48 her like somehow like Yuri was like thing with like Nana, and then they also got her excited, and then so that happened. Some of that the Yuri touch didn't work, and in the end, STU won the round, and they won the episode, and like. And because of that, somehow, like, the AKB48 members had to wear shirts with STU48, and also has to cry during that part. I mean, it was like that's the episode. I mean, it was great. Also, I mean, like, have like various with all the AKB48, but it's a really fun episode if you want to watch. But so. Next we have SK48 on J-MELO, which aired last month on HK World. Now in this episode, of course, they performed their recent single, You Like It, You Know, and but like, so when they were interviewed, I mean, apparently somehow like, although they didn't talk in English, I mean, they could have, but I mean, well, the interview was mainly in Japanese, but in their interview, like, Akari was, like, talking about how, like, she fishes fans, and, like, it's about the favors, like, when she sees the person, grabs the hand, and then the members were kind of like, talking about each other, kind of, like, one of the members kind of talked about, one of the members kind of, like, sleeping, having their eyes open, and then there's a section where when, well, Michael's man, Akane Takeyanagi, talks about, well, being in the group and like what she's gonna do after, which too, and then they performed the song after. Right now, although she's probably gonna be in the group a bit longer since her graduation concert has been delayed, and then they performed the song, which is a performance too. It's like fun as well, like the song. But also in the episode, by a group involving the EXO groups of Ballistic Boys was on the show. It's been interesting because 3 of the members in the group actually makes in like which is because they lived in New York for a while actually, and one of the members also speaks Portuguese too. Well, one of the members is starting to learn Chinese too, which is really nice too. And then after that we had Beyond's on the Unicon, which apparently I've not seen the episode, but I'm not sure if we're able to watch it, but probably they had a fun time. They probably sang a bit of Enka, and they probably performed maybe The Boy with the Glasses, probably. Then after that we have Utage, which was last month. And in this episode we know the regulars in the show, Minami, Yuki, and Nanaron. Well, interestingly, Mayu was actually not in the episode. I don't know why she was not there, but maybe she'll be back on the next episode, at least maybe. I didn't watch this yet. I'm not sure if Rook or Michael watched it. They'll maybe talk about it in the next episode, but I know that Yuki actually did she did a bit of dancing, like in the previous episode, where and they actually showed a bit of making of preparing for that performance, which you can actually see on her YouTube channel, Yukun World. And finally, we have the album launch concert or comeback concert of X1's first album, Blooms. No, aired on Mnet, M2, and also on the group's YouTube channel as well too. But it was like similar to they did like the album launch concert for the mini album of Hearts, which one also had like the thing where they eat the food when they get into the whiz. But there's also like not saying it was like but they like go around to various activities, but also there's also a section where they had to like figure out like what wasn't in like a mashup where they combine all like various songs like one song. And then they try to figure, but they almost got all the right, well, except they got one of the wrong. The songs that they actually is actually in the mashup was actually like Airplane, Oh My, and Highlight. They got like they didn't figure what one of the songs in the mashup was Highlight, but I mean, let's see, so good. And there was although in this one there's like not a lot of like where like the members would talk to the audience. I mean, but I don't like all of the songs that they performed in the concert. Like so they only of the songs in the album. They only performed like 4 of the songs. They only performed they hit from the album Fiesta as well as So Curious, and Spaceship. I mean, but I mean, yeah, it was great. Sure, but it's all good. And then that's the all of the news. The other one, the end of last week and was of last month. Before we then say a bit of like some channel news on the channel, but like so probably in like the next few days probably will probably do like various like amount of programming on the channel. I think with the coronavirus, we'll probably like do some like live streams where we'll be involving like viewing parties of like various things, including like a look back at the results of the STU48 second gen auditions, which was we probably enjoyed during last year, and due to popular demand, had a home solo concert in AKB48 Fest. I believe that's probably the best individual concert in AKB48 Fest this year. Don't mind like or now with probably the concert and the individual concert AKB48 Fest, they probably it's probably still Mizuki Yamauchi's My Revolution. Now, but the definitive versions of the year in the review. This year we'll put as 2 separate videos instead of a 2-part video. Also in the reaction channel, I mean, probably do like another like sort of music video analysis. Except we'll probably do like a special live episode of it. where I kind of like talk about like series was released in the past few months, and like it's going to be a lot probably probably have to do with live, and then I'll probably do like another museum analysis, where I'll probably talk about the main versions of High Tension, since we'll probably put that in that analysis. Let's see. So here's, and that's all like here's in the channel, and also again for like with the hopefully that the next of all of us will be back for the next episode, though since that is Steve came back from Japan a bit earlier than we thought, but he might be back in the next episode. Go and find out. But also for everyone who's watching, just make sure you stay safe and stuff from getting the coronavirus. So that we'll see you later, and like, bye everyone. It's like, Johnny does it.